Hello friends, welcome to DB's Garden. My name is Angela. I live in Colorado Springs, Colorado, which is a growing zone 5B. I have a little garden around our home and I grow a little bit of everything: herbs, cut flowers, veggies, some bushes. This past month a lot has changed and I would like to share all the new blooms and all the new plants with you. We had some new visitors in the garden. I have bought new plants, of course. This is my first hellebore. I was looking for one for a while. I have planted more seeds. I added celosia and I have planted more marigolds to protect the garden from pests and attract more pollinators. We had more hail and more hail that caused quite a bit of damage, but nothing major. All the plants survived. I planted more herbs in my little herbal garden. I have also finished planting all my cut flower garden. And I have more additions to my little rock garden, always under the supervision of Lily. As long as she approves, it's okay. I have created a new garden bed in this area. The grass was not growing anymore, so I got rid of the weeds and the dry grass, found out a lot of grubs under the surface, made border with rocks and added some topsoil and compost, and at the end some mulch. And planting has begun. A few plants that I have bought at the HAS sale. Few days after, I was delighted to see that the birds started to come visit more often and taking care of the grubs. I don't like to use any chemicals in my garden. So here is the tour. Let's begin. This is an unknown iris that I bought at the HAS sale. This is a penstemon ruby rock candy, also called a beard tongue. It looks like it has a little bit of, I'm not sure if it's from hail or if it's past damage. We'll see. This is a native butterfly bush called Silver Fountain, and the image in the left top corner, it's how it's supposed to look like one day. We'll see if we get there. Marigold. This is the African marigold, a butterfly weed. An amaranth. This is Love Lies Bleeding. It's the coral fountain variety. This is clary sage. Also has a little bit of bug damage. And my first bushes. This one is a service berry called Regent. I want this corner to be dedicated more to the birds. This is a little Roselle hibiscus grown from seed, and this is another variety of the Blue Rock Candy Penstemon. This is with blue flowers. They look more like purple to me. And this one is a chokeberry, Autumn Magic, also for the birds. This is a bee balm, Monarda didima. It's perennial. Veronica, Speedwell. There could not be a corner in my garden without Veronica plant. Lots of basil all over my garden, many varieties. Another bee balm. This is another bush. This one is native. It's called Apache plum, and the image in the left corner are the seed heads that grow after the bush is done blooming. More cinnamon, more basil, and comfrey here in the corner. Under the tree, lots of green. Most of the bulbs this spring did not flower. I'm not sure why, but the daylily is looking wonderful. Here it's a rainforest sunrise hosta. She skipped last year. I thought she was dead, and she came back this year. Near my hellebore is growing, I'm not sure. It was in the pot with the hellebore. We'll see what it is. I'm giving it a chance. I am not sure if this is an epida. It has been here when we moved here. Still haven't figured out what kind of plant that is. And here we have columbine that came back from last year. Last year I started it from seed. This is self-seeded forget-me-not from last year. And lilies full of buds. Another columbine. It's a harlequin variety. I was surprised it came back after last year. And the tree is luscious. It's making a lot of shade under this tree. New corner, new additions, more daylilies, honeyworth. Loving this corner. Lupine and more daylilies. This is a Russell hybrids mix. Not sure about the color. I do like the surprise. Another forget-me-not. And my rose put on quite a bit of growth. This is a Miss All-American Beauty. It's a hybrid tea rose, and I found on the label when I was checking the variety that she's supposed to be very fragrant. She had no fragrance whatsoever last year. It was the first year that I planted this rose, and she had maybe 3 or 4 blooms, but no fragrance. I planted some marigolds under and sweet alyssum. They're being devoured by pests. I don't care, as long as they leave my rose alone. Some hail damage, but not too much. She is looking great. She's got plenty of blooms coming. In the butterfly garden, have the overwintered snapdragon. And I had not pinched any of the snapdragons that came back from last year, and they're growing very bushy. Love them. This is the Cottage Pinks Dianthus Rainbow Loveliness variety. Chocolate Flower Daisy. The scent is beautiful, nice and sweet. Pansy Swiss Giant Blend. Veronica. And this is a Dusty Miller Silver Dust variety. Started from seed. This is a Penstemon Coral Baby that I bought last year from the nursery, and I started one of them from seed, and the other one is also from seed, but it's a Rocky Mountain Blue variety. And Dahlias started from seeds. This is a Sweet Alyssum and Agastache. Raspberry Daiquiri started from seed. Bee Balm, Lemon, and yarrow. This is a rue. It's a plant used for protection, originally from Italy. So I planted it near my door. Those are Painted Daisies, started from seed, Robinson Blend, and Scabiosa Pincushion Isaac House Blend. Some more pansies and violas. Marigold. This is my butterfly bush, Miss Molly. She is suffering as much as she was last year. I don't know if this plant will ever thrive in my garden, or maybe it's a wrong spot. I'm not sure. I'm gonna add some worm castings just to give her a little bit more strength and survive all the attacks. As I said before, I do not use any chemicals in my garden, so we'll see. Another bee balm. This one is also being attacked. And that's a Shasta Daisy, Alaska, and more dill. That's Allium Bulgarium Sicilian Honey Garlic and Allium Purple Sensation that is at the end of its bloom. And more yarrow Colorado mix. I started this one from seed last season, so it looks like it will bloom this summer. I can't wait to see what colors they will be. And let's proceed to the backyard. In my little peony garden, we have Marshmallow, my peony. That's Alexander Fleming variety. Doing much better than she was last year. Amaranth, again, Love Lies Bleeding. This is the coral color. Roselle Hibiscus. Another American Marigold. And my Clematis is finally coming up. This is variety Henrietta. It's supposed to have a white flowers. And here in the pots I have a strawberry mint, ageratum mix, lots of hail damage on this one. And this little pot has been gifted to me from one of my patients at work, and I deadheaded all of the little plants and they're blooming again. Well, welcome, Lily. In the rock garden I have thyme. It's English thyme. When this one She does not look happy no matter what I do. We have a selection of different sedums. There's Autumn Joy, Portulaca, little seedlings coming up. It's supposed to be a double blend, but last year all the flowers were single flowers. This is Ice Plant, White Nugget, Stone Crop, Dragon's Blood. New addition to the rock garden, Mr. Goodbud. And this is Sun Sparkler, Lime Twister, Hens and Chicks, and Little Angeline Stone Crop. Here I tried for the first time some ranunculus corms. Not doing great, not looking great. Not sure if the corms were in bad quality or not. Those are some lilac cuttings, never rooted. Potatoes with some more hail damage. This is a desert willow. Started from seed. It takes a year before I'll be able to put her in the ground. Cucumbers. This is a Richmond green apple variety. I'm leaving a couple in the same planter. We'll see how they do. Any little leftover seedlings. I have English tall lavender, not doing great. The one that I had with winter sowing method is doing much better. Some more pansies and violas, also not thrilled. Have rosemary and lavender. And Linoria and Penstemon, also with winter sowing method. Down here I have a second desert willow. Started at the same time. I cannot explain. This is a mimosa tree. Some lemongrass. As you can tell, Lily loves the lemongrass. Here in a little pot I have stevia. She did not enjoy the hail, that's for sure. Pineapple sage. Eucalyptus, this is the baby blue variety. Some sweet peas. Those went through hell, honestly. They went through a lot of frost and hail. But maybe at least a couple will bloom. We'll see. This is a Cooper's hardy ice plant. That's the favorite plant in my garden. In the summer, it will grow into big green clouds with lots of pink flowers and more Angelina stone crop. And now we can proceed to the veggie garden. On the side, starting from here all the way down, I have nasturtium. It's a Fiesta blend and Alaska variegated variety. Hello, Lily. Here we have anise hyssop, started with winter sowing method. Some basil. I have started Thai basil, cinnamon basil, tulsi, and lettuce leaf. They're all over my garden. Here are 2 little plants of goldenrod. White mignonette. This is the only poppy that sprouted over the winter. Calendula, Gomphrena, atomic purple variety. I already cut one off, so now it's pinched. Ageratum. Here are Celosia flamingo variety. And as you can tell, Lily enjoys this one too, so let's just pinch it. Another Gomphrena. This is 3 plants of Rudbeckia, the Sahara variety. And on the side of the walkway I have beets and radishes all the way from the top down. Here we have amaranth. This is Chinese multicolor spinach, and this one is a pink beauty. Another marigold. Here I have a mix of mizuna and lettuce. And look at this lavender. This one was planted with the winter sowing method and it's doing great. Here I have Status, and it's 2 varieties, Russian Status, a cotton candy blend. And celery, giant red, and kohlrabi, it's blower speck variety. Here is a mix of fava bean, a Windsor variety, and bush bean, gold rush, and jade. More basil and straw flower. This is a Swiss giant blend, and at the end of each of these beds I have zucchini. I have a Maxis Gold, Early Prolific Straight Neck, Scallop Blend, and Costa Romanesco. On this side there is Wild Rocket Arugula, Sorrel, and Sorrel Duck. Ageratum, Honeyworth, and broccoli. I'm trying Weltham 29 and Romanesco Italia. Look at the leaves on this ageratum, and so many buds on this one. This is Aster, Pastel Mix, or Sea Star. I'm not sure which one. This is the dill. Most of the dill that I have all around my garden is for butterflies, by the way. This is a Cosmo, either seashell or psych variety. And I haven't pinched this one yet, so let's do it together. Fava bean Windsor. And it's blooming. Chives, they're almost done blooming. And back here I have Swiss chard, another one that I struggle with every time, can't make it happy. Lots of kale, oregano. This is the second year for this oregano. It has overwintered very well. Last year it looked more like ground cover, and this year it's growing more upright. My Veronica and marshmallow, another allium, another bee balm. Down there's St. John's Wort and lily in the wild. I think she's looking for squirrels. This is self-heal. Started with the winter sowing method. I think this one got burned a little bit. Comfrey down here in the corner. More self-heal. This is my climbing rose. The variety is polka, supposed to be very fragrant. And first aphids of the season. Hooray! I'm just getting rid of them by hand at this point. That's not too many. Hoping that the beneficial insects will take care of them. This is a feverfew, also started from seeds last year. Another one of the plants that I have up front, which I don't know what it is. More comfrey. Self-heal. That's Echinacea super duper, started from seed. This is Agastaki. One was from last year and one is this year. More Echinacea, Helichrysum, more dill. So that's Echinacea from this year. That's Helichrysum. And that one back there and left, right here, that's Echinacea from last year, started from seed. That's just the purple cornflower, the regular variety. More snapdragon that has overwintered, anise hyssop, more basil, and more clary sage. This is mallow, and this is Echinacea that I bought from the nursery last year. More yarrow, Lily hunting the squirrels. We have plenty of trees above my garden, but those trees are full of little white worms, beetle worms that fall all over my plants and into the ground and munch on my roots and make me happy. So I'm trying to attract as many pollinators as possible and birds so they can take care of them naturally. This is bok choy. It's a purple lady variety. It has bolted, but it's still delicious. I will be harvesting this one later. And other stuff that is in this planter is many beets, radishes, and carrots. I have also added some pole beans. This is the Triunfo Violetto variety. I have also harvested some turnips from this planter already and some radishes. Here in the little planters and one there is kabocha squash. It's a Kurinishiki variety, and then kiss melon, and the watermelon, it's a sugar baby variety. It's a little watermelon. I will most likely pinch one of the plants and just leave one per pot. New additions, I bought blackberry, triple crown variety. Has been damaged by the hail in the nursery, so it already had the damage when I bought it, but there is many new leaves that look very healthy. And I bought gooseberry. The variety is called Pixwell. And now we can continue into Mister's Corner. Back here I have cornflower or bachelor's button. It's the tall blend variety. Back there's a couple of sugar snap peas varieties. I did not keep the package though, so I don't know what varieties there are. More pole bean in the middle, the Triunfo Violetto, and Love in the Mist. It can be either Midnight Nigella or Miss Jackal mix. We'll see when they start blooming what color of blooms they have. And stock column blend. I think I'm gonna start that one a little earlier next year, so it actually has time to bloom. This is chamomile, the Zloty Lan variety, and more yarrow. Strawberries, and this most likely is a poppy, American Legion. I threw a whole bunch of seeds in this corner before winter, but I think that's the only one that is coming up. We'll see. Hopefully we'll get to eat some strawberries this year. And I have Cosmos and Zinnias in this corner. As Cosmos, I planted varieties Seashells, Apricotta, and Fizzy Rose Bigotee. And Sage. Also, this entire bed is interplanted with sunflowers and some ground cover. Hopefully some of it will sprout. Esther Sea Star, Rapini, came from last year, strange. This is a dahlia. One of them is double and one of them is cactus. This is Lily's latest victim. It had two sides after it has been pinched. Now it only has one. More nasturtium. I'm thinking about leaving the zinnias so they create the first bloom and then pinch them with the first bloom. Here we have more yarrow, lemon balm. Hopefully this time it's the right spot. We shall see. Carnations, sweet peas, those supposed to be perennials. Calendula, another aster. The three types of calendula that I planted down here are Resina, the Zeolite, and Orange King. More verbascum and a lemon balm that came back from last year, being munched on by some kind of pest. Ageratum, Esther, catnip, and under the catnip it's my sweet boy, my best friend, resting. I also started a little shade garden where I planted a stilby, rainland variety, and a couple of bulbs. So there should be 3 different pink tones, from darker to the lighter. It looks like it's doing well in this corner. Hopefully will keep being that way. And the last planter in my garden, it's with stinging nettle. And I would like to thank you for visiting my garden. I hope you are well wherever you are. And I will see you back here hopefully soon. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.